A lover's eye was a secret memento of one's affection. I'm going to paint my lover's eye while I reveal my secrets. What is a lover's eye? It is a miniature painting of an eye. These were usually kept in lockets, put on jewelry, or even put in snuff boxes. But they date back to the late 1700s. The story goes, back in 1784, George Augustus Frederick, Prince of Wales, who would go on to be King George IV, fell in love with a Catholic widow by the name of Maria Fitzherbert. He was completely smitten with Fitzherbert's and asked her to marry him. But since he was only 21, the Royal Marriage Act would not allow him to marry without his father's consent, King George III, which he would not do due to the fact of her being, well, Catholic and a widow. 2 times. I don't know if that's really unfortunate luck or good planning. So George, being the mature, reasonable man that he was, in order to get this woman's affection and attention, he decided to try to take his life. Sorry, that's not funny. It's just a dramatic turn of events, you know? But it is said that he was not intending to complete the act. It was just a ploy for attention. But the foolish act worked because upon seeing his bloody body, Maria finally agreed to wed him. And all was well and they lived happily ever after. Just kidding. The next day she came to her senses and fled the country to get away. But that didn't deter him. No. No means no. Just did not register for Mr. George. Oh no. Maria stayed away for over a year, but that did not deter or lessen his love for Miss Maria. So he commissioned a portrait of his right eye, that's my left eye, right eye, and sent this along with a letter to Miss Maria. This apparently just melted her heart because she came right back to England and they secretly wed in December of 1785. The eye was commissioned by an artist named Richard Costway, who was known for doing miniatures. And the portrait probably would have looked identical to this one, as this was another eye commissioned by George after the first one. I don't know why he made 2. Maybe Maria lost the other one or something. Who knows? After the secret wedding, Costway was commissioned to paint Miss Fitzherbert's eye, which started the romantic trend of trading teeny tiny eye portraits within the royal nobility and which spread to other countries. Now, other research has said that the trend might have started in France and not with the prince. On December 6th of 1785, so it was like 1 week before the wedding, Eleanor Butler noted in her diary that a family acquaintance came to visit and brought with him some treasures from France, which included, and I quote, an eye done at Paris and set in a ring, a true French idea, and a delightful idea, which I admire more than I confess, as its singular beauty and originality. So by this account, the trend would have already been established, so who's to say? However the trend started, it carried on well into the Victorian era. I'm quite fond of this trend as I think eyes are quite beautiful, especially if you get really close to them and you can see like all the detail in the iris. It's stunning. I could tell you more about the history of this trend, but that's not what this video is. This video is me making my own lover's eye and answering your assumptions about me. Let's get started. Okay, it's been a very long time since I have done any watercoloring. I got these cute, adorable little plastic frames, which will be perfect. I can make a little brooch out of it. I thought I would start very easy and then get into more personal stuff. Here's how big our canvas is. That's so small. I hope I could do this. Okay, I'm gonna sketch this out. Now, I'm not really this kind of an artist, so don't expect a masterpiece. First one. You're a mac and cheese girl. Yes, accurate. I have strong opinions on pizza toppings and how to order my favorite drink. Not really, but my favorite pizza topping is black olives with mushrooms and roasted garlic, and then like all the cheeses. Gorgonzola on pizza with that configuration of toppings, my favorite. I love that. This is gonna look scary. I don't want it to look scary. I have siblings. Yes and no. That sounds weird, I know, but my first sibling wasn't born until I was almost 13. And then my second sibling wasn't born until I was almost 20. So I grew up an only child, but technically I have siblings. I have a brother and a sister. Okay, let's just start coloring. I'm a Disney girl. Kind of? I mean, I guess. I grew up on Disney movies, so just, is that what you mean? I'm a daydreamer. I guess so. I think for sure when I was younger, I did a lot of daydreaming. Oh, that's pretty good. Okay. Big daydreamer when I was a little lass. I do not have much of a fabric stash. I'm not a fabric hoarder. Ooh. Incorrect. I definitely have a fabric stash, but in my defense, I do go to a lot of estate sales. And so I pick up a lot of stuff from estate sales, and you can't just like not get them, you know? It's silly not to get them when I find deals. I have poor eyesight and have to wear contacts or glasses. I used to have fairly okay eyesight. It's getting worse, and now I have to like, when I'm going through the comment section and actually reading and replying to them, I have to zoom in a little bit because it's a little small. I probably need some readers now. Isn't that nice? You get to the edge, you're like, oh, I need some readers. I'm an old lady, can't see anything anymore. I am going to Brandywine again. I am going to Brandywine again. I think tickets are still on sale, so if you would like to come and say hi, you can get your tickets still. And if you're in the UK, you can go to Brandywine there too now. It's pretty cool. I won't be at that one. I do YouTube full-time. I do not. This is not my full-time job. I work at it like it is, but it does not pay bills. I work a highly analytic job where I wish I could do YouTube full-time. No, I do not work in an analytic job. I work a very creative job, kind of a creative job. I've had a lot of different jobs in my life. Accurate, very accurate. Let's see, I was a pastry chef at one point, and then that just was, I got bored or something. I just didn't like it anymore. Actually, I don't like working with chefs. All the chefs that I worked with were not nice or good people. And back when I was doing this was definitely one of those industries where women had to work like really, really hard to get any kind of recognition. Yeah, so I worked, was a pastry chef. I did customer service jobs. Those suck. Big time, big time. I live with half a dozen pets. The variety pack. No, I have 2 cats, but I would have more pets if I could. I just don't have the room for them. I would love some chickens and some bees. I want to keep bees, and I want one of those little dachshunds, the little weenie dogs with like the long hair, and they're super small. They have like the brown and black and gray and blue kind of coloring, and they're all splotchy. Try Merle. They're so cute. Oh my God. But they're also like $3,000, which is insane. You would love to play an instrument, but think you couldn't because you would be too uncoordinated or something. Accurate. I think I'm also tone deaf, so that really hinders your ability to play an instrument. I would love to play the piano. Very envious of people who can just like go up to a piano and just like, you know, it's one of those things that's like, one day, I'll do it one day. All right, this one was really funny because a couple of you said you think I'm a theater kid, but then more of you said you think I'm a theater kid adjacent. Like there's a strong need to differentiate the two. I did think that was funny. Neither. I'm neither of those. I know I'm very dramatic. It seems like I would be a theater kid, but no. How is this coming out? Not great. Not great. That's okay. We're gonna keep going. I live in a large house. No, I do not. I live in an apartment. It's a townhome. There's like 30 floors. It's nice, but like, you know, no, I don't own a house. I'm Canadian. No. This is because I say merde, but I just like that. I just think that's a great curse word. And it feels better than saying its English equivalent. I kind of want to start over because I don't like it. I'm gonna start over. You can't stop me. Okay, I am gonna get the compass. Let me try this again. My favorite 90s TV shows were Charmed, Xena, and X-Files. Felt very called out. Yes, specifically Charmed and Xena, I was obsessed with both of those. Xena was so cool. Oh, she was so cool. And then she had like her love affair with Gabrielle, and that was cool to see on TV. Like, and Charmed, I'm a slut for garbage magic shows. I did not watch X-Files until I was an adult, but now I love it. One of my favorite shows, and we kind of do a rewatch of it every so often. All right, that looks better. Worth it to start over. My favorite episodes. What am I doing with my hands? And my favorite episodes of the X-Files are the Darren Morgan episodes, of course. They're so funny, and I love that he always makes Mulder look just so ridiculous and kind of incompetent. I think it's funny. And he also makes Scully, she's usually pretty fed up with Mulder's BS. My first fandom was Lord of the Rings, and it's how I got into costumes and cosplay. Half right. I do think my first fandom was Lord of the Rings. I was trying to think back to another one, and I think it was Lord of the Rings. And all the costumes in Lord of the Rings are like awesome. I particularly was in love with the elvish costumes, and they're like really flowy dresses. But my love of costumes came in way before that. I used to watch old movies with my grandmother and my Mimi, and it was movies like The King and I and Gone with the Wind that got me into costuming, I think. I guess that's more like specifically historical costuming. Oh, what am I doing? To round this. What got me into cosplay was, I don't know. I guess when I was a teenager and the internet was kind of becoming more ubiquitous is when I started to get into cosplay, because it became something that I knew. Because like I don't think I knew about cosplay until later on, because I'd never seen anybody cosplay. I didn't realize that was like a thing. Okay. Ow! My knee. Ouch. When you give us good advice, you secretly hate it because you know it's good for you too. Very accurate. Usually when I'm trying to give you good advice, I'm more saying it to myself. I love to share knowledge. I do love it. I could never be like a grade school teacher. That's definitely not my vibe, but I could see myself teaching small, specific skill courses, like sewing. Like I could totally teach a sewing course. By no means am I an expert at sewing, but I think that I know enough that I could teach the basics. I'm a weirdo. Yeah, accurate. We'd be good friends and have fun together. Go back to the previous one. I'm a weirdo. I'm awkward. That's the right word. I'm very awkward, guys. I know I seem like real cool on TV, but I'm super awkward. I like reading. I like reading fantasy. I read fan fiction. Okay, I do like reading. Ooh. I read every night. It is my like wind down for bed ritual where I will sit and read a nice book. It is always fantasy, and it's usually kind of trash. That's mean to say. Since I'm reading before bed, I don't like very sophisticated books, because then I won't remember what's happening or understand what's going on because I am falling asleep, which is not the best way to read books. And I used to read a lot more during the day, but it has become something that I just mostly do at night. I am introverted. Correct. And then this one kind of goes with, I have social anxiety. Also correct. And I'm good at masking it, usually. Yes. So yeah, that's another reason why I am kind of awkward, is I have social anxiety, and it can be hard to, why did I do that? It can be hard to pretend to be a person. Pretend to be a normal person. So if we have had an interaction and it was awkward, I'm very sorry. I did try. I forget to eat and drink water when I'm in the zone. So usually, yeah, sometimes. I usually have this ugly big cup full of water. Eating can be very annoying when you're, you know, in the middle of something. I lose track and miss dinners, and my spouse has to come get me. Occasionally, yes. But yes, when I'm working like on a deadline, or when I'm, yeah, in the zone, I don't really want to stop for silly things like dinner. Okay, this looks scary, but hold on. I'm a really clean person. Oh, no. No. My spouse thinks it's funny that any space that I perceive as mine, like my side of the bed, is just complete chaos and mess, while the rest of the house is quite clean. That is mostly due to the fact that they are very uncomfortable when it's super messy. So I try to keep my mess to mostly just like in here and then, you know, my side of the bed. They help me keep the house clean. I don't crochet or knit, but want to learn. I mean, I don't do either of them very well. I haven't tried knitting in like 15 years. I picked up knitting because I was like, I'm gonna knit some socks. Never touched knitting needles before then. I did not accomplish knitting socks, but I did knit. I don't know, I did try to knit. I think I made like a hat or something. And then I've not knitted since. I'm not a knitter. I've crocheted whole projects. I made a sweater that I made with probably the wrong gauge and also the wrong size yarn because it was extremely heavy. The sweater weighed 10 pounds. But I've made like a cute little flower blanket for a professor. I've crocheted a few things, but I'm not very good at it. I also just don't have the patience for it. Like, I love sitting and doing things with my hands. So the idea of having it and just being able to do it while I watch TV was great. But it is getting to that point because I just don't like have the patience to sit and like really learn how to do it. And it just doesn't hold my interest enough to do that. How is this going? It's not great, but it's kind of fine. I guess it's not terrible. I have lots of whips, including projects that I have on my list that I have bought supplies for, but haven't started. How dare you? Okay, when it comes to whips, no, I usually finish projects, but only, and I cannot stress this enough, the main reason I finish them is because of this. If I don't finish the project, then I don't have a video. I do have a couple, like there was a video I started where I was making the like fake stays, and I was making 2 pair and they were reversible, and I kept messing up the project to the point where like I was just sick of me. And I do like to show you when I make mistakes, but that's how bad the mistakes had gotten. And it was just one after the other, and it was such a pain. So I dropped those and I still have them somewhere around. I believe I do. I don't think I threw them away when I organized the office, but I might have. The real one is I absolutely have the projects that I've bought all the materials for, but just have not done them. How many times have I done this? A couple. But like I intend to make these videos at some point. It's just sometimes buying the materials for the hobby and the hobby itself are like 2 separate things. 2 separate hobbies. I never wear the clothes I make on the channel, opting for comfy clothes instead. No, I do wear my clothes. To clarify, me you see in the wintertime and the me all the rest of the year are different people. Wintertime me does not care about wearing clothes, only wants to be warm, sacrificing everything in my life to be warm and comfortable. Oh no, this eyeball's getting out of control. Oh god. But the rest of the year, anytime I leave the house, not including when I'm just like running a quick errand, but I will normally wear clothes to come up here and film, and I will wear clothes when I go out. And I do wear the things that you see me wearing in my videos, but I do wear my clothes. So yeah, I wear my clothes out, and I wear them all the time, and I love the clothes that I make, usually. I've been with my spouse since high school or college. Correct. We met at culinary arts school. My spouse was gonna be a chef, and I was gonna be a pastry chef. I did mine. They did not. They weren't really meant to be a chef. It's funny to think about now. Okay, I'm really scared of doing the eyelashes. Am I ready for eyelashes? Let's make some highlights. We've been together for, I believe it will be 17 years, or it was 16 years in December. But we've only been married for, hold on. Oh, we've only, 9 years. We've been married 9 years. Marriage was not something that was important to us. And we basically got married because for financial reasons, and because if something were to ever happen to one of us, the other person wouldn't be able to make any legal decisions for the other because we weren't married. And that was important to us. But it wasn't, we just like went to the courthouse. We didn't even tell our family. We got married. I think our wedding day is the 22nd. We didn't tell anybody until Christmas Eve. And we like made little, like, we got married things, and we gave them out at Christmas Eve. It was funny. All right, how are we doing? Did I answer the last question? What was the last question? I really love this one. You are very intelligent and sometimes play it down as to not intimidate others. I love that you think that about me, but no. I like to say I'm not smart, I'm clever. I'm not trying to like put myself down or anything. I don't know, we all have our strengths, right? I went to college outside of Texas because I don't have an accent unless I play it up. And then another one that relates to college. Educated in a field so far removed from sewing and design, and just found your passion for making cosplays so that you now can make it a full-time job. Okay, for the first part, no, I did go to school in Texas. I met my spouse in school, and then we both quit going to school. And at some point I went back to school, and I have a degree in wildlife science and conservation. No, I do not use that degree for my job. And I got my degree at A&M Commerce. So it's a branch of A&M out in Commerce, Texas, which is East Texas, middle of nowhere. Known for being an agricultural school. So I went and got my degree with a lot of people who were going to school to get like a farming degree. I don't know. And I'm glad I don't have a Texas accent, unless I play it up, and then it's fun. But again, this YouTube is not what I do full-time. And speaking of going full-time, please help your friendly neighborhood crafter and share my videos. Maybe not this video in particular, as this one is more geared toward my core audience, but my other videos for sure. And also comment, like and subscribe if you would like to see more of my content. And that's enough shameless self-promotion from me. Let's continue. School. Yeah, I answered that. Okay. Am I done? Oh no, I need to do lashes now. I'm not excited about it. I regret my tattoos. No, I don't. Okay, I'm gonna try it on this eye first. Oh, this is scary. No, that's terrible. How do you do lashes? Merde. Okay, we're just gonna have to go for it. The only thing I regret is getting my tattoos so young. I wish I would have waited until I was older and not a dumb teenager to get tattoos. Because I have covered up those tattoos, but I don't regret them. I don't regret a lot of things. I regret saying a stupid thing in like 3rd grade more than I regret my tattoos. I like my tattoos. I think they're pretty. And I know they're not for everybody. Not everybody is a tattoo person. This brush is fun and interesting. I've never used a brush like this. This arm is basically a cover-up, the whole thing, except for this original, this is little kitty here is original, and this little octopus lady is the original. But then everything else is covering up something. Right here used to be a Hello Kitty who was like a zombie, and she had like half her brains were coming out on one side, and she had huge knockers. I don't know. And then on my upper arm was a bunch of like pastry items. Like there was like a piping bag and spatulas and things. So that's the story behind the sleeve. And I covered it up with flowers because flowers are beautiful, timeless. Grew up religious and no longer are. Correct. That, yes. Southern Baptist was what I grew up with. My birth family is more conservative than me. Oh yeah, for sure. There was a while where my aunt kept trying to have an argument with me about bulldogs. Like bulldogs are inherently evil. And she was really trying to debate this with me, but it was so stupid that I just didn't. Like it was like somebody coming up to you and being like, the sky is yellow. And it's like, well, you're just dumb, I think, or colorblind. There's information that you are missing, and so this is not a debate. This is just like, oh my God. Oh, I'm so dumb. Oh no. This was the water line, and I messed up. The lashes were supposed to go down here. Well, that's done now, so oh well. I have Stockholm Syndrome about living in Texas. Ooh wee. There is something about it, something about this silly little state that just really pulls you in, and it does feel like you can never escape. So yes, I do feel like that, but surprise, I'm moving. I'm moving out of state. We are currently looking to purchase a home in Virginia. So I'm getting out. I'm trying to get everything in line so that I can take a little bit of time off to get moved, but also still have videos come out. Either you or your partner are pretty private people, so you may struggle with what to share or show about your life. Accurate. My spouse is extremely private. They don't even have a social media account. This is not awful. Oh no, I thought I could erase the pencil. I swear I've done that before. This is not erasing. I am also kind of private, so it's, that's okay. This is looking fine. I don't hate it. But yeah, I do struggle a little bit with what to share. And I don't like to share things about my family because while I have agreed to do this and with just putting myself out on the internet like this, making these videos, you do get a certain amount of knowledge about me just off the bat. But they did not sign up to do this. So I like to keep their information private because they didn't agree to this. I mean, they're supportive of me doing this, but they did not sign up to do this. Secretly a mom. Yes. I am a mother to a human person. They are an adult, so I really don't like sharing anything about them. So I might be older than I look. I get that a lot. I don't know if that's true. I also had them when I was fairly young. Basically a teenager myself. How do I fix these lashes? I am a poly. No, I am not. Not that there is anything wrong with that. I don't want to yuck anyone's yum. And as long as you are consenting adults, then yeah, just, whatever. But no, I am not polyamorous. That is not the lifestyle for me. There was a lot of you that assume I am in the LGBTQA+ community. My favorite quote about sexuality comes from David Rose.
I like the wine and not the label. Does that make sense?
And that's all I will say about that. You assume my spouse is female because I say spouse and I don't gender them with a marriage title. That comes down to privacy again, because as I said, they're a private person, and because it doesn't matter. I know you're curious, but like, it doesn't matter, you know? Okay, that helped. Kind of. This is still not a great eye. That's okay. And our last one, I am ADHD, ADHD, autistic, or neurodivergent of some kind, probably. The only thing I have been diagnosed with when I was a kid, I was diagnosed with dyslexia. So I am dyslexic. If I've ever replied to a comment and said something really weird, like I put defiantly instead of definitely, that's why. Because at a quick glance, those words look the same to me. Do I have ADHD? Probably. All the signs are there. I haven't gotten diagnosed because American insurance, kind of sucks. So I've tried to go through the process and insurance doesn't want to pay for it. And it's like a whole thing. And so like, I don't know. I think I'm ADHD, but I could drink a whole Celsius and immediately take a nap. That's a sign, right? That's something. Autistic? Most likely. Autistic. Again, I haven't been diagnosed, but all the signs are there. It does seem like a plausible thing. I have a lot of gemstones and pearls that may or may not be from one of the aforementioned projects I bought supplies for but have not done. Dyslexia makes me neurodivergent for sure, but to what extent? So that's everything. I guess I answered all of your questions. I'm gonna sit here and play and decorate with this a little bit, but that's all of them, I think. I'm gonna finish cleaning this up and I will see you in the reveal. Goodbye.